Hello? Oh, hi, darling.
Half a world away, another day. So let's go play on the moon. It's a starry place. We embrace the space while we're miles away on the moon.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of On the Other Line. I am your host, Kelly Keegs, and we're a little late here. We're a little late on the show. It's been a bad day. It's a bad week. There's some external factors at play, I am willing to say. I think that all of us in this room we're just having a bad time. We're moving slow. Things are not going our way, and we're having a hard time. So we're trying to make it through this in one piece. And ladies, I have to tell you something that I forgot about entirely.
Is Mercury in retrograde?
Is Mercury in retrograde, Madeline? Let me tell you a little something right now from the Daily Mail. I forgot yesterday, and I should have known. He might have sent it to me on Tuesday. Hub sent me an article. He runs our blog, and he was like, "Oh, here's this," and I was like, "Oh, damn it!" And he was like, "That could be a good blog." I forgot all about it, which is just the first step of I just forgot to do something. And then this morning, after the 40th bad thing happened to me in a row, I was like, oh yeah, what is this? Listen to this motherfucking headline. DailyMail.com. I think I know. Brace for impact. Astrologers warn the next 3 months will be an unpredictable roller coaster thanks to rare Mars retrograde, which can ruin friendships, decrease motivation, and even destroy your sex drive.
Thank God, honestly.
Chill. Dope. Love that. All things I don't need. I don't need any of those things. I need motivation. Something. I would like a sex drive, and I don't want to ruin any friendships. My friendships are pretty solid right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to fuck shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate hearing this. According to astrologers, kicks off October 30th and will end January 12th.
Oh, that's too long.
That's too long. That's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Great.
It's too long. It's too much. But
fabulous.
So that could be the reason that my Revlon blowout thing almost set my hair on fire this morning. It could be the reason that the express train just wasn't running today.
Yeah.
It could be the reason that I've had this allergy attack for the past 4 days. I don't know what the fuck that's about. I mean, it's the weather, but I'm sick of it. I'm over it. I saw on TikTok you were sick the other day.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Are you sick at all? Are you
allergy
girl?
I physically feel fine. Mentally, I am sick.
Mentally, you're sick. Yeah, mentally, you're sick. Of course. And that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? When you feel great one way, you're hurting the other way, and that's.
We were
just
saying that I'm in my folklore era.
Yes.
And Madeline's in her 1989 era.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. It's funny that you both are saying that because I had to put on Reputation just to get here this morning. So, and by this morning I mean it's noon. No joke.
Kelly texted us yesterday being hey, do you guys want to record at 10:30? And we were like, oh, what about 11?
I'm such a liar. I'm such a liar. This is what I get into though. I try to be an adult. I'm almost how old am I? I don't even know. I'm almost 32 years old. My birthday's kind of soon, and I'm just I need to be the adult in the room all the time. You know what I mean? Which I don't ever need to be, but sometimes I feel like I need to be. So I'm no, this is the show that I do. I care about it. I got to make sure that I show initiative and whatever. This week we had a bunch of scheduling issues. We kept moving things around. We were, feeling sick, feeling lazy, feeling sad, all the above. Everything that you could imagine is the reason we were moving stuff around. And sometimes that just happens. Sometimes some weeks it's just you know what? It's just not fucking it. Right now it's not it. Right now it's not happening. Yeah. And I always prefer to move things around and have things late or whatever. If I'm in a shit mood, I'm gonna be rambling in a circle, and that's not good for anybody. That's not exciting for me. It's gonna make me feel like shit later. Nobody wants to listen to it. It's that kind of bullshit. But there are times where I'll get a little bit of a spike of motivation. All right, no, bitch, we're pulling it together tomorrow. Make appointments early. Get up. You're going to get a coffee. You're going to do your life. Whatever. So in my head yesterday, I was no, I've been a sack of shit for 2 days. I got to suck it up. I got to take some Mucinex. I got to, get whatever the hell I need to do into my system and get up and go record Bright-Eyed and Bushy-Tailed 10:30 a.m. That's the biggest joke I've ever heard. I don't know if I am not a morning person. I am useless before noon. And is that a crazy thing for me to be as an adult, a full-blown adult? I've never been useful before noon.
I mean, I think it depends on your job.
You don't have to be.
That's true. I don't have to be. Right. That's true. That's true.
Why does...
And you don't have kids to take to
so
school.
True. Oh, thank
Yeah.
fucking God. Thank fucking God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I would die. But but no, I just, it's always been a problem my whole life. Like, I'm just not a morning person, but I am a night person. Like, you could tell me, like, oh, we're doing something at 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 1 in the morning. I'm there. I'm the most awake bitch in the world. Like, something about the night is better for me. And I think that it's has a lot to do with the fact that other people are asleep. I like when other people are asleep, because I feel like it takes the pressure off me. Like, I don't have to keep tabs on everybody else. Does that make sense? Like, it's
That's
almost
very
like
fair.
it's like a reprieve. Like, okay, I can get my shit done now because I'm not like missing things that I should be paying attention to or like I should be involved in. I don't know. It's
That's
just,
how I feel in the early morning.
early morning is also like that.
Yeah.
But I just barely ever see the early morning. If I see
Yeah.
early morning, it's like coming from the other way, you know? And not like, that's not me being like partying. I'm out, I'm
Yeah.
out raving. It's like, no, I'm just still awake at 5 a.m. because
Yeah.
I got caught up in some internet theory or like on TikTok, you know?
Right.
It's
Yes.
fucking nuts. TikTok's out of control lately again. Like, I don't know what's happening with my For You page, but it's every other thing is either it's Taylor Swift conspiracy theories, of course, which are
Obviously.
really just we gotta relax. I know that we said that a couple weeks ago, but we gotta relax even more because they've gotten even worse. And it's either that or it's like parents. This is so insane. Parents videoing their kids at like concerts and events and stuff, and the captions are always like, "See, look, it matters when your parents show up for you," and it's like. It's like the kid in like the Halloween parade line looking around, and then they see their parent and like go
I
running
saw
for
that.
it. I'm like,
I totally
and
saw
I'm like,
that.
that's so cute, whatever. But then it has me. Then I'm like crying in my bed, being like, I don't even remember if my parents showed up for me. Like, I don't even know. My parents definitely showed up.
Your mom like
what
called into the show every single
I
week.
know,
when it
like,
was
what am I talking about? Exactly. But then, like, at 3, 4 in the morning, I'm like, I don't know. If I can't remember these memories. I never remember, like, that moment. And I'm like,
Oh,
are
yeah.
you fucking crazy? Like, go to bed, bitch. Like, just go to sleep. Stop making up trauma. Like, it's not real. So that's my issue right now. I need TikTok to kind of change over there. But, yeah, so just a lot of things going on. My hairdryer almost set me on fire this morning. Did I say that already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That was tough. I feel like my hair is frizzy. It's also very hot because I just had to like regular blow dry it, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't love that. So that's something I'm going to have to deal with later. And
At least you have a nice bang trim.
I did get a bang
Yup.
trim. That is the one thing I did this
The
week. Was get a bang
bang.
trim. got that new bang on Tuesday. Got that new bang on Tuesday and loved it. Even that I was late to. I was late to that. I'm such a bit. I can't stop being late. It's like a new thing. It's not new. I'm not usually late, but I've been like late as fuck lately.
Yeah, I
like
have
20
been too.
minutes late to things. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm usually early.
Same. I'm
Or,
not
like, on
early.
time.
I'm
I'm
very.
on
I'm always
time.
on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always late.
Yeah, you are always late.
I am
Yeah,
always
you're
late.
late,
It's
girl.
just what it is.
But it's only like 5 to 10 minutes, I feel like.
I'm
Oh, that's
like
not so bad. If it's like 5
yeah.
minutes,
I'm
I never feel bad.
fashionably late. I'm not holding anyone up, but I'm not an early
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
I'm never early.
I think also too, I weigh the importance of things. Like I was 20 minutes late to my bang yang appointment, but I also was like, it's just for bangs. Like it's gonna take 5 minutes once I'm there. Like it wouldn't have taken the full, like the appointment was only for 15 minutes. So I was like, she's squeezing me in anyway. And then nobody said anything when I got there. And I was like, okay, cool. Like
cool.
not
Yeah.
a big deal. She's just squeezing me in anyway. And like, whatever. But that, I don't know. I made myself, how stupid is this? You think I'm going to make it? I made myself let's see what time, an eye doctor appointment, which I have been putting off for
Do you have bad
months.
eyesight?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I'm so blind. It's like stupid. But I wear contacts, but I need to get my eyes checked because mostly there is a pair of glasses frames that I really want that are Harry Potter collab, Minerva McGonagall, and they just are really fucking cute. Like they look exactly like a pair of glasses that I saw at Warby Parker a few years ago that I really loved, and I just like ended up not getting. I don't know why. Like it was just stupid. I was with my parents. We were like at Bubby's for brunch right next door, and we just kind of, I know that Bubby's is gone. It's a La Picora Bianca now. I'm like, get out. We have enough of those.
Wait, it's that? Look,
No, in
Yes.
Soho?
no, the Highline Bubbies.
Oh, I got nervous.
my
Highline
God.
Bubbies was my like love and savior next to the
okay.
Warby Parker. There's
In,
like a Warby
like,
Parker right next to it.
Meatpacking?
Yeah, across from
Oh,
Whitney.
I went to that La Picora Bianca. I didn't know that used to be Bubby's.
It was Bubby's. It was Bubby's
I
forever,
love that.
and that was
Oh,
my favorite
I-
fucking spot. But
Yeah.
no, I did get to go to the Tribeca one the other day, which was fine. When we went down there looking for Taylor Swift. We went
love
to
that
Bubby's
Target
out.
too.
Yeah, that Target was great. Like
Yeah.
I said, I know everything inside that Target now, so
Yeah.
it's good. But Yeah, I don't know. It just, what a bummer. What a bummer. Missing that bubbies. I forgot what I was saying before that, but it really doesn't matter, I don't think. Regardless, yeah, so we'll bring it all back. We're coming back in. We're having a hard time, but we're getting through it. We're here. We're living. We're loving life. I'm trying to think of the things that happened this week. One, Kanye West is still an asshole, starting fights at a soccer game. That's
Taylor
something that
Swift
I saw.
tour.
Taylor Swift tour. How did I not? How's that the first thing I say here? That's how out of sorts I am. Like, I didn't even talk about the Taylor Swift tour right away. We were already talking about Taylor Swift today, and like I didn't even mention the tour. I am going to sell my soul for that tour. Like, I don't care. I don't know what it is. I don't care. Like, let me process. Let me think. Taylor Swift. We woke up on Tuesday morning, I believe. Was it Monday morning or Tuesday morning? November 1st, I believe. Tuesday morning?
It was.
She didn't do it on Halloween.
Tuesday morning.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Tuesday morning,
Good
we
morning,
woke
America.
up.
I'm trying to think of the series of events that
I
happened
was
this
at
week.
your
Yeah,
apartment.
yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, she's going Good Morning America.
Yes.
And you said that you thought she was going to announce
The tour.
Speak
the
Now?
tour.
Yeah.
Oh, and I thought she was going to announce
Speak
Speak
Now.
Speak Now, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is obviously, like, she doesn't even need to announce it at this point. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
I expect it, like, any day now. Like, I feel like it's coming. any
It might
minute.
come out tomorrow.
It honestly might. Like,
Yeah.
it really, like, the hammering home of Speak Now is, like, crazy. But anyway, we found out Tuesday morning she's going on tour officially. We've got dates, and we all had to sit online for 25 fucking hours just to register for the pre-sale. Like, not even to buy tickets, just to register to eventually buy tickets. And you still have to have like a Capital One card, like for extra access, whatever. Oh, I found out that apparently if you like sign up for Capital One right now, you still are fine. Like, you can still get the Taylor Swift shit
Francesca
right away. Fran did it.
yeah.
Fran did it. She was smart. I'm gonna have to get out because I had a Capital One card and then I closed it out because I maxed it out too many times and never paid for it. And now my credit's too bad. There's no way they'll give me a new one. So I might have to like glom on.
Well, I'm
But
sure Francesca will.
100%.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we'll discuss. But so yeah, I mean, like, another thing about it is that she's keeping the prices the way that they are and like forbidding resales. Right? There's something about resales that she's trying to like prevent people
Yeah, I don't
from
know.
like selling them at absurd
I
prices.
hope so, because Ticketmaster it deserves to be boycotted.
Are they really that bad?
Oh my God.
Joe Biden like implemented a bill to stop ticket fees
You're kidding.
Or he's,
because-
like trying to.
or
I
to
know
like
nothing
lower
about
them
this.
because he's
Yeah.
like
I'm
this-
not a frequent concert girly, so I don't know.
Ticketmaster is the worst, and they just upsell everything, like
Yeah.
upcharge everyone.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't really know the specific. You should ask Francesca about it. She has like a vendetta against Ticketmaster.
Right. She was like
Yeah.
talking shit.
They're the worst. They
Damn.
have like all these hidden fees. So like you buy the ticket at a price, and then it's like $100 more than
Ew.
like you initially as it's listed
Fuck.
as.
Yeah.
It's just awful.
That's outrageous. Well, it's bizarre that she's maybe she's like making a stand using it as like, I don't know. She's like using the bad one and making it good.
Yeah.
I just don't
Something.
think there's any other option.
I was about to say
True.
everyone
They have a
uses
monopoly.
They have
It's
a
so
monopoly because
true.
they like have all these partnerships with different
Venues.
like venues and credit
Ew.
cards and stuff. So like Harry Styles with like the Amex stuff is all through
Yeah.
Ticketmaster. So it's like they just have the grip on everyone.
Damn, I hate that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they made us sit on the line, like I said. Although I will say, like, we were waiting online. I waited online, obviously, and like made a big deal out of it. But they said that you had to sign up by like November 9th. So it's not like I had to sit online for 25 hours.
I know.
But I still did. You know,
I still did.
I still
Just in
did. Still
case,
wanted
like,
to.
there's a weird.
You never know,
Yeah.
right? Like, you never know. They always, the whole thing was like, it does not matter what place in line you are. I'm like,
Does
I
it?
don't
Or
know.
does
I
it
don't
not?
trust
Feels
you.
like it
Yeah.
does.
So yes, we signed up. We're good. We're getting the tickets. I'm trying to go to both New York shows, and I'm also trying to go to a show at Gillette, and
Oh, okay.
we shall see.
Yeah, I
Possibly
did
a show in
Philly,
Chicago.
and then Francesca did
Philly.
New
The
York.
Philly weekend, I have a wedding, which
Yeah.
is tough, but I would have also probably gone to those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just fucking psyched. Did you guys see? I retweeted this morning. I think it's total bullshit. But somebody, I don't know where
fake
they,
set list?
Yeah, I'm like, where
Yeah,
the fuck would you even get
my
this set
friends
list?
sent me that. I was just saying to Madeline, I'm like my friend's like pop culture fact checker.
Yeah.
So they'll send something and they're like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "You guys,
Come
just
on.
like read one comment or something. It's not real."
Yeah.
She hasn't even started like rehearsals or
That's
anything.
what I'm saying. I doubt
She's
she even
like,
like has a
how would
fucking
they-
set list.
Yeah,
like, I don't know
no.
why, but somebody tweeted this morning at me. It's called the Eras Tour, by the way, and it's going to be a full concert with songs from each of her albums throughout the years, obviously. But this whole thing, there's like 10 acts, or no, actually, it's less than that. 1, 2, 8 acts, I think. You guys know I can't. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm so bad
in
with
Roman numerals, so
yeah, I
yeah.
can't. Something about that, like I must have missed that unit in school. Like I
Yeah, me
can't
too. I
fucking
was
read
sick.
a Roman numeral. Like
I
it's
don't
actually
either.
crazy. I like the way they look, but I can't read it. Some of them look okay. Like each, like first act 1, debut and fearless, and then there's like 4 songs, you know, a couple mashups, whatever. That some of those make more sense to me. But then we get to Folklore Evermore, which is where I raised a red flag, being like, no fucking way. The only songs that are here for Folklore Evermore say Cardigan, August, and Betty acoustic as like a mashup, and then Right Where You Left Me and Champagne Problems on the piano. Not a fucking chance. There's just no way.
No,
I love all
hope
those songs
not.
with my soul, but those are not the songs you play, or at least not all of them. Champagne Problems for sure. Betty, August, probably. Cardigan, if she's playing Cardigan on the fucking, there's just no way.
Yeah, I
Like,
know though, but Cardigan was the single
the
from
single.
Single best
Folklore,
I know.
Thank
And I
you.
love Cardigan. I don't want people to get me wrong. Like, I fucking love Cardigan, but there are just so many other, like, we're not going to play Illicit Affairs. We're not going to play Mirror Ball.
I
We're not going to, you know
know.
what I mean? Like, we
were saying we
can't.
need
Mirror
Mirror
We
Ball.
need Mirror Ball. I've been
Need.
singing Mirror Ball, like, I think I said Mirror
I
Ball
need
the other day. I
champagne
was
problems.
Need champagne
so
problems.
bad.
I was
Yeah.
singing Mirror Ball the other day because I was feeling angsty on, like, Tuesday, I think, is when really my week started off. And I was like feeling angsty, and I was like pissed off about whatever. And I was like, you know, writing poems. Like we're talking about our poems from the other day. I'm writing some angsty ass poem, which I'm not gonna read. It's very specific to like the situation. And I was sitting there like trying to explain it I was like sending it to a friend and chatting about it, and I was trying to explain the perception of it, and they were like, oh, you know, do you feel that way, or is that like, are you just kind of talking, like whatever, just kind of talking through it? And I was like, no, like it loosely translates to I'm a mirror ball. Like it's a different way to say like I do everything that people like want me to do. Like that's like where it came from. And that song to me just like I don't know, that sometimes when I think about my favorite Taylor Swift songs of all time, that one like creeps up as number 1 for me. Like it just, for some reason, I don't know, it's something good.
It's like Mirror Ball, I feel like as I get older,
Yeah.
I relate. I was thinking about
Totally.
this even with Midnights. I'm starting to get to the age, and I'm sure you agree, that like Taylor Swift is starting to like speak to me more
Oh, yeah.
rather than I'm just like liking her songs.
A billion fucking %. That's when it
where
happens.
I'm like, oh no.
It happens after like I think it happens as you get a little bit older, and also with like big life events. Like I feel
Yeah.
like you know, breakups, obviously, any kind of like
Yeah.
leaving home,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
independent moment,
Yep.
like those things, like certain songs will start to speak to you.
You're
And
on
then
your own,
once
kid?
oh please, forget it. Like forget it. I'll cry every time. Like I'll cry every time in a way of like I don't even need to be crying. I just will kind of make myself cry and think about like the fact that I'm independent. It's like I made myself that way. Nobody told me to be like this.
I walked to
and I'll act
Trader
like I have no support.
I
Like,
walked to Trader Joe's yesterday with that on repeat, and I'm like, I am on my own in this big city. Madeline, you're walking 4 blocks to the Trader Joe's in Soho. Like,
I am on my
chill.
own. You know what? I am on my own in this big city.
Like,
No one's here to help
I'm
me at this
looking
Trader
around.
Joe's.
I'm looking, babe.
I have to find the cauliflower gnocchi alone.
A worker comes up to you
Fuck.
and asks if you need anything.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just like running
No,
my
I'm
hands
fine.
down the,
Yeah,
the crunchy curls.
Buy yourself like 12 boxes of those cookies on the way out. That's me, like the ones that are set up in the line.
Yeah, I'm just
Trader
starting.
Joe's does it right with that. Like just like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, all those
Yeah.
have like all the stuff lined
I
up
actually
while
fell
you're
for
in
one
line.
of those last night. Well,
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I usually always end up with like muffins or cupcakes out of there. Like I'll see like the pumpkin muffins or like the banana nut muffins. I'm like, ooh, I love those for breakfast.
Yeah.
And then I eat 4 at a time on my couch at 11 p.m. So it like doesn't even really apply.
Yeah, I'm starting to relate to her more than I would care to admit.
Yeah.
Rather than just liking to bop to her
No,
songs.
it's let her in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It helps you. It helps you process through. It helps you feel it. You got to cry it out. You know, like, that's how it goes. A lot of Taylor talk, but I love it. I think every episode is gonna accidentally turn into
I know
like a
it's
Taylor
hard
talk.
with
like,
us three.
I
Like,
know, but
we
it's
could-
like she's so relevant right now. She's doing so many things.
I know she is very
I'm
relevant
not
right now.
apologizing. I'm not sorry. Sorry if you hate her, but what
Did
are
you
gonna
see
do?
that they think vigilante shit is about Kim Kardashian now?
What?
Mhm.
What?
I saw a TikTok
I
about
saw
it.
that
today.
TikTok too.
That's crazy. I didn't see that TikTok. Explain.
It was like
How could it be about you? Talking about your wife?
so, but
Or
it,
that's like a
it was like
Like she's Kim and then like
it was like
the
how do you
ex-wife.
think she got the
Oh,
files?
I just got full body fucking chills.
Yeah,
Meaning
and
like,
it's like,
meaning like,
what if I got really
it's not
close with your ex-wife?
holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
If I'm not kidding. Chills are pulsating through my body.
Yeah.
If Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift are like the team up, forget it.
Yeah,
Forget it.
that would be
They should have been
iconic.
from the beginning.
Yeah,
Like, they
and
should
it's like,
never have been like put against
Where
each other.
you
They
think
should
she
never have
got
been.
those things from?
Oh, I just love that theory.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hope so. Oh,
Rather
I
than
hope so.
I think who like Scooter Braun.
Scooter Braun's wife,
Yeah.
which I still love that theory as well.
I love that theory too, but
But everything fits for Kim
as
as well.
Yeah.
The kids
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like she took the kids in the house.
and the house and the
Mhm.
yep,
And
yep,
lately
yep,
she's
yep,
been dressing for revenge.
yep, and she has.
Yeah.
Was Kanye cheating on her? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know what
he's such a
Kanye
piece
was
of
really
shit.
up to.
He's such a piece of shit.
Just being.
When I saw that shit about him arguing at a soccer game, I was like, why is he even like at a fucking soccer game? Like, don't let him. Like, I don't know.
Don't
It's
let
just-
him
It's
go
just
to
Yeah, he shouldn't be around
crazy.
children.
It's just right. It's just crazy.
Or adults.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I go back to. I forget if I said this last time we were talking about it, but I go back to the weeks ago, maybe months now, when he was arguing with Kim about the fact that she wanted the kids to go to like actual school, and Kanye was like, no, I want them to go to like Kanye school,
Donda
And-
Academy.
yeah, Donda
Academy.
Academy. And in my head, I was like, I mean, I know some people, not some people, a lot of people do like homeschooling. A lot of people do shit like that. But Kanye is so out of control in any capacity. Like, in what world is that normal? Like, in what world are you going to get, like, are they going to be like learning math and science? Like, I don't think so. Like, the fundamental things you need to learn. So I always thought that. I was like, all right, forget it. Like, that's crazy. Now I'm like, you wanted those kids to come through so you can like teach them anti-Semitic rhetoric. Like, what are you fucking thinking? Like,
Literally.
it drives me out of my mind. So that to me is nuts. Can't believe it was even a suggestion. And thank God that like, Kim and the Kardashian machine are smart enough to know that that's a fucking mistake.
Yeah,
And they
completely.
let their kids be in regular ass school. It's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. I had something else to say. Oh, I need to tell you guys a story. That's something else that happened to me yesterday. Like this like Mars retrograde thing is hitting me hard like right off the jump, because I'm getting a lot of things are popping up for me. A lot of things are like, I don't know, in my fucking way. I don't know what it is. Yesterday I got a DM. And I want to know your guys' thoughts on this before. I've talked about this before. I talked about it a long time ago on when I was on Because We Got High with Rhea and Bree. We had a full conversation about this. I got a DM from a girl, again, asking me, a different girl than last time. It's a totally different situation. Someone DM'd me asking if I'm dating someone or hooking up with someone because they went on a date with them and wanted to know, like, if that was okay. And I am...
Was it like a mutual friend that they
No, random person I don't know. Not even
Wait.
from like my town. Like, not even from my town. I'll tell you who it is later.
Yeah.
But somebody who, someone I've like loosely been involved with in my life, and them, I guess, hearing maybe that we were once involved or like are involved or whatever, and like reaching out and like checking like, hey, like basically like, is he two-timing us or whatever?
Oh, like are we
getting played? What do you guys think about those kind of messages?
I don't think they're inherently bad,
Yeah.
because I think she's trying to be like, hey girl.
Right.
She's trying to send a hey girly, a preemptive hey girly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think that's bad.
I sometimes am thinking that kind of hey girly is fucking bitchy. Like, I don't know why I still have that thought process, and I like very much think it. If you think that someone's lying to you about a situation, and maybe you hear whatever, you wanting to get reassurance by asking the other
one.
girl
Yeah,
to me is
okay.
selfish. I'm like, you're doing this because, and like, one, you want to like you want to fuck something up. Like, if there is something going on behind your back, you're trying to fuck it up, which I understand. I would want to fuck it up too. But you also are trying to like, you're trying to blow the whole thing up. Like, and if there's nothing going on, then what's the problem? It's like, oh no, that was like an awkward DM. Like, nope, nothing's going on. Also, I can't even read it to you because I saw it. I kind of was like, what the fuck? I went away and then she unsent it. But it still ruined my day. So, you know.
adds.
I kind of feel like the complete opposite, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
Explain it, because I'm trying to change my perception of it.
Yeah.
Because I know that like I don't want to be like, I hate girls, but
Well,
this is the second time this has
no,
happened to me, and
I-
it's hurt my feelings both times. And I'm kind of
Really?
like, don't. And it's not that I'm surprised by this information. It's just that sometimes you're hooking up with somebody, or you're involved with somebody, or you have been, or whatever, and you're not necessarily dating.
And you just don't want
but
to
it
know.
still hurts your fucking feelings. Like you're not stupid
Okay,
to think
that-
that you're
yes,
not dating
that's-
other people.
That's different.
Yes, I
You know,
get.
like you've never had an exclusive conversation. You've never like done those things,
Yeah.
whatever. But it still hurts your feelings. Like I don't know.
That's a different angle than I was
Yeah.
coming.
That's
at
how
it.
that's how I feel about it. Like I
think-
always am like, oh fuck, like why are you bringing up shit that I don't want to know about?
Yeah. I coming
What do
from
you
the
think?
other person's perspective,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like they probably just want to know so that they can like maybe get over the person or like find a reason to kind of like stop talking to
Yeah,
them, whatever.
yeah.
Like obviously it hurts both of the girls in the situation's feelings because
Yeah.
like once she finds out that maybe he had something going on in the past, and
Mhm.
two, you have to know now that he's with somebody else.
Right.
I guess it depends on like what the relationship status is now, if that makes
Yeah,
sense. Like
yeah.
if it was a past thing that
Yeah.
someone's coming to you now, that sucks. But if you and another girl are like hooking up with the same guy at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and he's having like an exclusive conversation with one girl or both,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would want to know. It
Yeah.
sucks. Like it definitely would make me sad, and you're supposed to get mad at both people.
For sure.
I'd be mad at the girl. I'd be mad at the boy.
Yeah. In
I
this
mean, maybe
situation,
the
I'm
more
more
the
like,
boy
I'm not so
because-
much mad at, I'm not mad at either of these people. I'm mad more at the situation where it's like, why did you even, I guess I think to myself, like, other people's relationships are not your business and you don't know what they could be. Like, and I guess this kind of text or message comes up as like, I'm trying to figure out what the situation is. I feel like I'm being lied to, whatever. But again, what if the situation like wasn't so serious and like you were hooking up? Maybe you're like still on and off. Maybe it's like a very casual thing and like it's kind of like we're not talking about how we're hooking up with other people, but like maybe we are,
Yeah.
and it's just like a thing we don't address, and that's just like how we're fine with it, and we just kind of move on from it. Yeah. I feel like more people need to take into consideration that like I was not surprised by this person like going on dates. Like I was not surprised at all.
Right.
But I still don't want to like be talking about it or like be reminded of it. And maybe I'm like being selfish there, being like, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it. But I just would never reach out to somebody and like confirm with them. Like it'd be one thing if like I was hooking up with somebody and they were posting nonstop pictures of them as like a couple and whatever, and I
Yeah.
was like, hey, listen, like your guy's been DMing me
That's
nonstop
exactly
and
what I
texting
was
me and
gonna
like
say.
yeah, and like and I'm not entertaining it, or like I have hooked up with them or like whatever. That to me is
feel like
more
if-
of like I'm looking out for you. I still
Yeah.
don't like it because I just get I
It
just
depends
like,
on
hate
the
to hear it.
relationship status. I feel
Yeah,
like
I guess so.
like if it's all just like casual hookups, it's like
right.
there's no need for
There's
this.
no need for that,
like,
right?
I don't really want to know about you.
Yeah.
So why are we like doing this? If
Yeah.
it's casual on their side too and casual on your side.
Yeah, yeah.
If this person's in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
and they DM, like I feel
Which it
like
doesn't
that
sound
DM
like. It doesn't
makes
sound like
sense.
it's.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like she's getting
Yeah.
like sweet nothings. You're my girlfriend. It sounds
Yeah.
like they went on one date and then
Yeah.
well, the message was loosely from what I remember. It was like, hey, I like went on a date with so and so a couple like a little bit ago, and I mentioned it to a friend of mine who then mentioned you. And so now I'm just trying to like make sure I'm not
Yeah.
imposing. Like it wasn't. I know it wasn't like malintent, but I just hate those messages.
I get
I
that.
just hate it. Like I don't know
Yeah.
why. I just feel like it's the worst.
Unless
Just
they're
makes
like
you
cheating.
Right. I
I-
just feel like it's
then
one
I
of the
think
worst
it's
things that like
necessary,
girls do
but-
for girls. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like it's almost, and this is me maybe being pessimistic about other girls because I know that like I've been bitchy in the past. I've been selfish in the past, not in a way that I would ever do something like this, but I worry that girls will do that as like a hey, like he's mine, bitch. Like I don't know what's happening here, but like that's like this is just me kind of like letting you know. Like I know that not everybody acts like that, but I know bitches who act like that. So I'm like, ugh. You
Yeah.
know, is that crazy?
Yeah.
That's a negative way to look at it, but
I guess it just depends on like the intentions of the person.
right.
At the end of the
I
day,
hate
like
when I don't know intentions. And now she
Yeah.
unsent it, I can't grill her. Not that
Yeah.
I would. Most times I don't answer those.
Yeah. I feel like when girls do that though, they're coming from a place of like good intentions. I
Yeah.
feel like unless like they're like you like are hooking up with my man, like back off,
Right,
whatever.
right. Well, that's fucked
If
up.
they're like,
honestly.
hey, like
that I would respond and like get
Yeah.
fuck about it, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, you're right, I am.
Yeah.
Even if I wasn't, I
If-
would just
if-
like, don't
if
come at me with
they're-
that energy.
Yeah, if they're more like, hey, like, what's going on? I'm confused. Like, sorry, this is so awkward, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like they're probably going through something with the person, so it's kind of like they're just trying to get answers.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. I think I decided I don't like it. And I worry now that I've said this twice. I've gone like two big rants about how I don't like those things. I worry now, like in the future, I'm going to be in like a loving relationship that I think is secure and whatever. And no one's going to reach out to me and tell me that shit's fucked up because I've like on record been like, don't tell me.
Like you want, like you kind of want to know if something's going on.
If
like
something is going, like, right. If something's going, I also feel though, like, if something's going on, I fucking know. Like I'm a nosy bitch. Like and maybe this is unique to myself, that I almost always am automatically assuming that something is awry. Like if something's not quite right or something's a little off, I'm bringing it up. I'm like addressing the situation. It's hard to like surprise me with that because I go into things a lot already thinking the worst, which is again terrible. But
like you don't give benefit of the doubt.
No, pretty much no. Like if I think something's going on or I catch something's going on, I'm like, there's more to this. You can either tell me or like I'm just gonna assume the worst forever. And usually I get told, and I'm usually right. Like that's just, and it sucks that that's happened to me so many times because now I feel like I'm right all the time. Now I feel like, okay, well, I know everything when I don't. But I don't know. It's just a weird thing. And I just hate the messages. But I got that. And it derailed my afternoon a little bit yesterday. Made me upset.
Yeah, I mean, totally, rightfully so. I feel like anytime someone's like, hey, by the way, like I went on a date with the guy that you hooked up with, I'd be like, great. Well,
like sick.
What am
I don't know.
supposed to do with
like
that
he hasn't taken me on a date in a fucking year. So like, cool. Like I don't know what he wants to say.
That happened to me a couple months ago, and I was just like, nothing's wrong with that. Like,
right, exactly. And
but I was like, just makes me feel a little shitty.
I can't get pissed because it's like there's nothing and I also kind of don't care. Like it's not like I totally care.
Right.
But I care, and I care about how my feelings feel now.
Yeah, I more so wanted to know how that person was doing so I could feel better about myself. I was like, are they doing really bad?
Exactly, yeah. Like
And
I
they
want to know
were.
terrible things.
And they were, and so now I feel better about
that
it.
always feels better. Yeah, no, I always want to hear the negatives. I want to hear every negative about every like ex I've ever had, just for validation reasons.
Oh,
you know?
my friends only TikTok is me like exclusively doing that and like
that's great.
being mean to my ex.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Damn, add me. Please add me. I fucking love it.
You just followed me on we just followed each other on
did,
TikTok.
I just
Oh,
followed
now
you.
you'll see Kelly. Oh,
Good,
Kelly,
good,
I
good,
am
good. Ooh, good.
mean on
I
my
love
friends
that.
only TikTok.
I love that so much. So yeah, I don't know. That was kind of a Debbie Downer conversation, but something I really needed to work through, and I appreciate you ladies helping me through it.
Yeah, of course.
I just, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about the people who like go out of their way. I know it's a big thing on TikTok. I know it's a big thing where like, who's that girl who I love so much? Becca Moore, maybe?
Oh, Becca Moore.
She's so funny on TikTok, right? Blonde, long.
Yep.
She was in the office a couple weeks
Yep.
ago.
Yeah.
With hanging out with Caroline. She is so funny, but she has people a lot of the time will like ask her to DM their boyfriends and be like, do you have a girlfriend? And when they lie, be like, okay, well, your girlfriend asked me to ask you, and like send you a fucking screenshot. Those to me are funny, like watching, and those guys are like blatantly lying, and it's insane and whatever. And I guess that's like a little different, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel weird about all that. I guess everybody's just a fucking liar, I think, is the thing. Everybody lies.
Every man.
Yeah, men lie.
Men lie. All the fucking
Boys
time.
lie.
They cheat. They
Boys
steal.
lie. They do it all.
Yeah, they do it all.
I might like tattoo that on my body. Men lie, they cheat, they steal. Just really intimidate
The
anybody who's trying to come through.
disrespect.
Yeah. Constant disrespect, for fuck's sake. The disrespect, I can't handle it. Okay, but I do want to talk a little bit about Halloween. This is a Halloween episode, sort of. I was just really gonna talk about my favorite Halloween costumes and who I saw celebrity wise and whatever, and we'll talk about it a little bit. I know that now that we're a little bit late, it's kind of like, all right, Halloween was 5 days ago, bitch. But what are you gonna do? Hold on, I have to scroll back through all the poems I was writing. Yo, I gotta stop smoking so much weed in the night. It's just like too much, you know. Like my notes section is getting weird. One of the favorites I saw, a lot of Emily in Paris this year. A ton of Emily in Paris.
Oh, I didn't see any.
I know. I didn't see
I
any
only
either.
saw because Lily Collins reposted them all. So I was like, damn, okay. And it just was like 100 people being Emily in Paris. I was surprised and thought it was funny. Roz from Monsters, Inc. I saw a really good iteration of that.
That's
Hilarious. I've noticed that, like, I don't know if it's millennials doing it or younger kids who are like, you know, watching older things and like being those things. Like I can't tell where I fall in like the age range for Halloween at this point. when it comes to the costumes, but like a Monsters Inc. costume is gonna make me laugh every time. Like I'm always gonna love it. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna love it. I'm always gonna feel great about it. I also, before I continue with this list, I want to say that what do you guys think about like adults dressing up for Halloween? People have strong opinions on it.
I don't mind. I personally hate doing it myself.
You hate dressing up.
I hate dressing up,
girl.
but I don't cast judgment upon those who do.
Right.
I think it's fun.
appreciate that. I think it's super fun.
I love dressing up for Halloween.
There are so many. Me too. There are so many people who are like, don't like celebrities and shit. Like Chelsea Handler put out a whole thing and was like, if you're an adult, don't dress up on Halloween. And I feel like there are levels of, or like different groups of adults who dress up on Halloween. There are adults who are like fucking weird about it and are just like dressing up alone and walking around the streets and like whatever. And I'm like, all right, well, I don't know. Like, are you weird? Like, are you alone? Like, I don't know. And then there are adults who dress up with their kids where I'm like, okay, fine. Dress up with your kids love it. And then there are adults like us who maybe are going to like a couple of Halloween parties and whatever where you have to dress up and it's blah, blah, blah. Or I am a big proponent of I have a costume, I'm dressing up, and I'm going to take a photo for Instagram. That was me like the past 2 years. I just like would dress up and take a photo for Instagram. I didn't even go to a party.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of celebrities do that.
I feel like it's not a big deal. Like I feel like I'm just kind of like whatever. I don't know.
What was her reasoning behind it?
I don't know. It was her. A
Like
lot of people are doing it. A lot of
something?
people. Yeah, I think so. A lot of people were saying it.
What are you supposed to do when you go to a Halloween party? You're just not supposed to dress up.
Right, you just don't dress up. I mean,
Right.
What do you guys think?
Takes the fun out of everything.
Totally.
Yeah, right. If I'm going to a Halloween party, I hate dressing up, but I'm not going to show up not in a costume.
No, of course you gotta just like, right. Like I don't know why.
You gotta.
I guess maybe do people feel childish doing it? I never feel childish dressed as like a slutty Medusa. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I just feel like I look hot that night.
Yeah, right.
I don't feel
right. I will say though, the subsect of people who like are adults and dress up like alone for kind of no reason, I'm kind of like, what? Like the
No, I agree.
Monday night, the Halloween parade
Yeah.
was right outside my apartment. Gia came over.
Oh geez, how did it look?
Nuts. It was.
I saw pictures and stuff.
It was nuts,
crazy.
and also like some people were definitely like 40 and dressing up in like really elaborate costumes with no children going to the Halloween parade.
Yeah,
and I was like
that's a
what?
little. You
I have no problem with that.
I guess.
I'm like,
don't know
come
why.
on.
I was just gonna say like you have to have an event to be going to, but if the event is the Halloween fucking parade,
Yeah, it's
like,
all, again, it's the Halloween
it's a
parade.
spooky
What are you
night.
supposed to do?
it's
Just
a
wear-
spooky night.
Yeah,
We're going
I don't know.
out.
I love Halloween. I have such a bias.
No, I
hate
also love
Halloween.
Halloween, but I can't decide how I feel about the adults, like what age is weird or what moment is weird. But I guess it's like not. I guess it also depends on like what you're dressing up as. Like if you're dressing up as like
That's
like a
really what it is.
child's you know character or something, that's
like
weird
Billie
to me.
Eilish and her boyfriend. Did you see
What
that?
did they dress up as?
A
I
baby
couldn't
and an
tell.
old man.
A baby and an old
That's
man.
weird.
In
And
a
if you're dressing up like a
19
baby, I don't get it. I don't get the baby stuff.
And she's 20 and he's
31.
31.
Oh, that's weird.
They were
It's
like,
like-
making like a joke out of like people saying that they're
that
like
they're like,
it's like the pot
child
far in
bullying.
age or whatever. Yeah. I mean,
It's
that's
like
kind
maybe
of funny,
don't
I guess,
make
but it's like
a
weird.
child predator joke.
That's strange.
I know.
I don't know.
So
Well, Billie
weird.
Eilish
I
is
thought
weird,
I
though.
personally thought it was so fucking weird.
I saw him dressed as the old man. I saw people commenting, being like, "Billy, this is not it." I was like, "Oh, og," like people turning on Billy. But I think I forgot about their age difference, which like not that crazy, 31, whatever. But like again, anybody, I'm 31. If someone my age, 31, was dating a 20-year-old, I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Fuck off."
And
Like,
he
what
knew
are
her when
you-
she was 15.
gross.
Yeah, it's just very
Gross.
weird.
I hate that.
I
What's
know,
his
me
name?
too.
What's his name?
Jesse
Jesse,
Rutherford.
yeah.
Jesse Rutherford.
He's the lead singer of The Neighborhood. You know
Sweater
Sweater
Weather?
Oh
Weather?
yeah.
You know,
Sweater
Sweater
Weather.
Weather.
Yeah. God damn it. Well, not a fan of that. I let's see. I saw a lot of Professor Snapes out there, a lot of cloaks.
You saw
Walking
totally
around.
different costumes.
Yeah, I did
Really?
Slytherin this
Oh,
year.
you had Slytherin, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a Slytherin costume for my OnlyFans, but like
Ooh.
wasn't cute enough for real life. I mean, it was, but it just was like ridiculous.
Yeah.
I loved that. Loved a
Yeah.
Slytherin costume.
I always wanted to do Harry Potter. I never did. That was my first time.
I never have either. I never have
Yeah.
like gone out dressed as anything Harry Potter. I saw a lot of Professor Snapes, a lot of Hagrids, which I love. Rest in peace.
rest in
Mark Coltrane.
peace.
Rest in peace. But like my cousin was Hagrid. My cousin's like huge. He's like a lacrosse player, like big. You know, he goes to Rutgers and it's like this. He's like this big guy, and he plays Hagrid. Actually, I'm gonna show you a photo because it's so funny, and he's just spot on Hagrid. And after I saw that, I started seeing so many people dressed as Hagrid who are like these, you know, these like huge people, and it just looks so spot on. Hold on, I gotta find where the hell here we go. Look at this. Isn't that funny?
Oh my god.
Like he looks great. He's like, he's so tall. He's
Yeah.
like this big
Right.
like sports guy, and he looks fantastic. And I like died over it. So good. Saw a lot of that. Did you see Kaylin Bristow and Jason Tartick's costume?
No, what did they do?
She was. It was a picture. They did videos with it as well, but the one I saw originally was a picture, and it was her laying on a couch. Him painting with an easel, Jack and Rose Dawson.
Oh, I did see
painting,
that.
Like
I
one
did
of your
see
French
that.
girls,
Yeah,
like
that's
that scene.
great.
I fucking died. I was like,
Yeah.
that's creative, that's funny, and that's a good example, in my opinion, of like dressing up for like a photo. Like
Yeah.
that's funny. Like if you are walking around in the streets as like Jack and Rose, you gotta like get in position for people to understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
With that kind of situation, it's like take a picture. It's so funny and it like totally works. Let's see what else. Heidi Klum's worm. What do you think about that?
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
I thought that was hilarious.
It was
actually.
hilarious.
it was
Also-
funny, but like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
I applaud whoever made that.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. I was on her Instagram. I forget the name of the guy, but apparently it took them like months to design the costume. The prosthetics for like 14 something hours. Like they had to do all the prosthetics on her face and like extend them off to the sides. Like her without the physical worm part on her body still had like this giant head of prosthetics on herself. And then they like, molded it in with the rest of the worm. So much so that she can like roll around on the ground. I was ready for that costume to break.
know.
Like I was like, how do they
Dedication
make that?
was so real.
It was
She
fucking
always
nuts.
like goes
She always goes all out.
Yeah.
She always goes all out. That's her thing. She's the Halloween party queen, costume queen specifically, and she always goes all out. But I think it's so funny that she like will constantly choose costumes that are just the ugliest costumes in the world. Like she is so beautiful and so hot that it doesn't matter what she's wearing. So she just tries to look as ugly as possible, and
Yeah,
I
it's
think
very
it's
funny.
hilarious.
Trying to appeal to the general.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
Masses.
She's like, look, guys, I'm ugly too.
Right.
Like, no, Heidi, you're not. You're a fucking supermodel. It's so funny though. I saw a lot of Wizard of Oz this year. Tons of Wizard of Oz. A lot of Dorothys.
I didn't see any of these.
I know. I didn't see any of these either.
I saw people out. I saw people on Instagrams. Maybe again, like it could be like my age group. Like maybe my age
Maybe.
group is like
Yeah.
doing these things. Grace O'Malley.
Oh,
Her
Grace
party
was Dorothy, yeah.
But I saw a million other Dorothys and like a lot of little kids like dressed up as Dorothy and Toto
Yeah.
with the dog. Like I was just kind of surprised. A lot of Mean Girls I saw. Like the movie,
Yeah.
it must be some kind of anniversary this year or whatever.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
always, I feel like it's always an anniversary.
I'm trying to think who we saw a lot of.
Lindsay Lohan, a lot of
Princess Diaries.
Oh, a lot of
Lot
Princess
of
Diaries.
Princess
A lot of Mia
Thermopolis.
Thermopolis.
Lot of
Because
Mia
I was like going viral on
Thermopolis.
TikTok.
Didn't you guys predict that? I feel like somebody said
That
Yeah,
was
I
like
posted
a
it on my
TikTok
TikTok. I
thing.
put a TikTok up
maybe
and I
I-
was like, once you
Yeah.
post a non-basic costume on TikTok, like here's like a non-basic costume for you to wear this year. It
Yeah.
instantly becomes basic
exactly
because once it gets over like 10,000 likes, everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do
Exactly.
this.
And then
next
everybody's
thing
that
you
fucking
know,
thing.
every girl's me at the Metropolis at the bar,
Yeah.
which is fine because it's a very cute costume.
It was it's a
it's
really
cute,
cute
and it's funny.
costume.
Yeah. Was it like the headphones in, glasses
Yep.
on
Yep.
version?
I mean, I
Yeah.
was Men in Black, and so was every other bitch at the bar too. So.
Men
yeah,
in Black.
Madeline-
I forgot all about that. Used to be a costume we would do like a last minute, like let's just like be
Last
in
minute.
black.
very
yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you put literally no.
I
effort
put
into
no
it.
effort into it at all.
She wore just like a black jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hates dressing up. She told us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just like,
true to
and
herself.
I brought a pen to be like the.
Yeah, of course.
It was.
That's
it
all
was-
you need.
It was
That's literally
very
all you
low
need.
effort.
You need black,
Yeah.
like a black blazer and like a fake pen and like sunglasses.
Yeah,
pretty much.
no. I wanted to be Adam Sandler, but then I got sick and I couldn't do it on Saturday.
Oh no! What were you
Yeah.
gonna dress as Adam Sandler?
Our friend Riley gave up me clothes,
Oh, that's great.
and
like
so I
like
had just had
baggy
like
shorts, and,
baggy men's clothing.
like red basketball shorts.
yeah,
and,
and I was gonna wear my Uggs. He always wears
oversized
Uggs.
oversized
polo.
Uggs. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
yeah. You
Like-
just dress up like that.
I
this
know. I
week.
can just like dress like that.
yeah, just dress like just come in like that. People be like, "Wow, are you good?" Be like, "Oh no, I'm just Adam Sandler."
Yeah.
Right now.
I could have dressed like that for the
was
happy
thinking
hour
that
last
Adam
week.
Adam Sandler era.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah.
I'm in my Adam Sandler era.
So the space cowgirl thing made a comeback this year. I
Space.
saw.
Let me tell you.
I was at my
something.
junior year of high school.
Yeah.
It was very cute.
Space cowgirl.
Or sorry, junior year of college.
Let me fucking tell
Yeah.
you about a space cowgirl I saw at Grace's birthday party.
Oh.
And she was not at her party. She was like, okay, I'll explain. Grace had this party for her birthday on Saturday, but it was also like a Halloween party that was already happening at the Hard Rock Hotel. And it was like a ticketed thing. So there were a million people there. We had our own little side section. We were celebrating Grace. Like that was super fun. I actually had a really good time. Like shockingly. Usually that's not my vibe,
No,
but I had a good
wanted
time.
to go.
Yeah. And
know.
so in like the pit part where there was like a big dance floor, there were also tables kind of around it. And the table that was closest to our area was full of these like, I don't know, these like, I want to say they were Saudi princes, and I know that because they had like the garb on, and they were spending fucking money, and they like were not in costume, like they were dressed up in like the full garb, and I was like, okay, and we were watching them spend this money, and we were watching them like like, you know, every 5 minutes they had the sparklers coming out with the fucking bottles of goose and like all this shit, so they were like making sure that we all knew they were spending money.
Right.
Then there's a space cowgirl there, maybe the hottest girl in the whole place. Like she looked fucking amazing. And so she had just like the best outfit on. She was up on stage. She's running around. We heard that she was like a professional dancer, stripper, like something. And so like, cause everybody was like, who's that hot girl? Like she just was beautiful. Red hair, beautiful. They bring her into this like rich ass table, and they like lean her back, pour cocaine all over her chest. And as a group, we're all like just snorting cocaine off her chest.
You're joking.
And we were like, and we're standing right there. It was like me, Devin, like Rudy, Tommy, Jeff D. Lowe, and we happened to be standing there watching it. We were like, whoa, we're just doing coke in the club right now, I guess, right? And this is again the Hard Rock Hotel in Times fucking Square. Like I can't believe that this happened.
Oh my god!
So the guys around us were like, they kept turning around and being like, "Is this hot? Like, is this hot?" And we were like, you guys are fucked up. Clearly, like this is crazy. We were fucked up too, but not like that. And we were like, yeah, no, so hot, like whatever. So they're basically like just this horde of men licking coke off this girl's tits. And then she like after it's done, they all are like going around. She kind of stands up, and Devin leaned over and was like, "Are you good?" And which was, I thought was like the nicest thing in the world. I was like, what a thing to think of. Like that's really sweet. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm good." Like she was involved in it.
She
like,
was
she was fine with
unfazed.
it.
That is
but I was
fucking crazy.
dead about it. I was like, that's nuts.
What?
Like I've seen that shit in Miami, not in the middle of like
The Hard Rock Hotel.
the Hard Rock
Yeah, that's
Hotel. Like what
hilarious.
the fuck?
Yeah, that's wild.
But she
I've
was a
never
space
seen that
cowgirl.
Yeah.
It was nuts. Space cowgirl. She looked great. So
I did not do that when I was a space cowgirl. Nope.
yeah, no,
Nope.
no, I can't imagine. I can't imagine that happening.
Yeah.
But no, that was a fucking crazy thing. We also saw a lot of people. Just a lot of nice people there coming up saying hello, wearing costumes.
Yeah.
I met one girl. I must have told her 1,000 times she looked like Maya Hawke. Like
That's
I
a
just
compliment.
couldn't stop saying it. No, I said, I was like, and it's a compliment. Like I don't know if you
she's
know
beautiful.
that, but it's a fucking compliment.
She's a nepo baby.
So what's that?
She's a nepo baby.
A nipple? Oh,
Ne-
duh.
nepotism.
Yeah.
I think they said nipple baby for a second. I was like, oh, so she breastfed? Is that why she's...
That just becomes
People
like
say there's a
identifying
difference
factor
between
of
bottle and
people.
breast. You know? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, just ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. All in all, I would say Halloween was a success. I went to the worst Halloween party in the world on Friday, John Feidelberg's house.
Heard.
I also say
Was
that
that
like
real?
yeah, it was real, Gia, and I am not to blame for the bad vibes. Like I don't know how the bad vibes happen. I'm blaming John. Like I'm blaming John for just kind of, I think he was drinking during the day. Like he dropped the ball and was like low energy by the time we all got there. I was so hungover on Friday from, I don't even know what. Oh, I met out with a friend of a friend, set me up on like a friend date, like with a girl he knows, like one of my besties who lives in England. And so I went on and I drank a bunch of wine, girl talk, whatever. And it was super fun. Like it's hard to meet new like girlfriends when you're an adult. Like it was kind of a funny thing. So I was like a little nervous. I was like, I don't know this girl. Like she'd be cool. She was so cool. We had so much fun. But I was hungover as dick. Like I drank like a bottle of wine. I didn't even realize. And so I was so hungover Friday. I forgot that I had promised that I would help buy decorations for this fucking Halloween party. And so Fights texted me and was like, hey, we're headed to Party City like soon. Me and Pavs. Like, are you coming? I was like, fuck, like, I don't know, man. This is at 1:00. And I was like, I do not know. Like, I'm dying. And he's like, come on, pull it together. Like, whatever, blah, blah, let's go by like 3. I was like, all right, fine. So I'm the most hungover bitch on earth. I show up. We get there. Party City's obviously mobbed. It's the Friday of Halloween, which I said. I was like, it's going to be a fucking nightmare. And like, we're going to be waiting online for hours. And they were like, no, we're good. Lies. We get there. We get all the shit. We bought a million things. Like, spider webs. We bought extra skeletons. They earlier that day had been building that. That's why he was drunk, by the way. Like I wasn't saying he's just like drunk. They were building that giant skeleton all day long in the back porch, which is like 12 feet tall or some shit. And so we're buying spider webs, we're buying tombstones, we're buying lights, we're buying fog machines, like all this bullshit. Probably $1,000 worth of stuff. Like I don't even know. It was insane. We wait online for an hour and a half, no joke, snaking through the aisles of Party City. I am so hungover that I'm like, I reek of alcohol. I know it. Like I'm just sweating out alcohol in this thing. I'm like, please someone kill me right now. We all go back to his apartment, and he's sitting there. He's like, "Oh, can you guys like help me decorate?" So I'm now the only girl in a room of boys who don't know shit. So I decorated everything. I'm a good decorator. I'm a great decorator. It's when it comes to for parties and stuff. I fucking love a decoration. I love it. At this point, my hangover had subsided a little bit. I got myself a couple of apple juices, so that really helped. And so I'm decorating this whole fucking place. We're having a great time. You know, I'm not drinking yet because again I'm hungover. And I leave around 5 o'clock. I'm like, all right, boys, like I'll see you later. I'll be back in a couple hours. I need to go home. I need to maybe take a little nap. And I need to put my corpse bride costume on. Yeah. See you in a couple hours. They're like, all right, peace. I wake up at like 8 p.m. And I know that I planned to do that. I wasn't planning to get there at 8 p.m. I was planning to get there like probably 9. All I had to do really was like my makeup and put a wig on. It like wasn't a big deal. And so I was like, all right, I just got up. I'm going to get myself together. And he was like, no worries. Nobody's even here yet. And I was like, all right, I figured like people probably show up like 9:30. I stopped asking about the situation. I showed up maybe like 10:30 later than I anticipated, and I started to feel bad. I get there, and no one's in costume. No one. Just me in a wig and full face makeup. And everyone's just bad vibes. No music is on at first. The fucking Phillies game is on. Game 1, nobody in that room is a Phillies fan. Like, nobody cares. Game 1, I'm like, was it game 2? Yeah. Friday night? Okay, game 2. Again, nobody cares. It's game 2. They're just sitting there watching the game, like sipping beers, and there's like a couple of girlfriends there, and also not dressed up, also doing nothing, and like having to sit with this, not even talking to each other. I'm like, fuck, like what is going on? So I come in and I'm like, what are these vibes? Like I'm trying to bring it up, and so now I'm trying to like make him put music on the thing, and I'm like, let's do this music, whatever. For some reason, his like cousins thing was hooked up to the Bluetooth and he couldn't figure it out, and it was playing like depressing ass music. I'm like, what is happening here? Is this our funeral? Like, have I died and like now we're in purgatory and it's your fucking apartment in the middle of this party? Like, what is going on? And then all of a sudden Fights like disappears. He's out fighting with his friend on the deck or something. I have no idea, like on the phone. And so he's out there. I'm inside with the rest of the party, and we're all looking around at each other like, let's like, can we take over the music or something? So still nobody wants to turn the fucking game off. It's already like, I don't know. I just, I hate that shit. But it wasn't, I don't think it was like a close game at this point. Like, I don't know. Something about it made me think like, all right, the game is over. I know it went to overtime. I know that it went to extra innings.
Overtime.
Yeah. Extra innings, sorry. I know that happened. And so it did get a little exciting.
You're
at the
right.
end.
It was 5-0.
There was a point where I was like, "What the fuck?" Like it was like so ridiculous.
Yeah, it was 5-0, and then they came back. And
I
it
just
was 3-5, and then it was 5-5.
I just remembered where we were.
Yeah, we were at my apartment. I was screaming at my TV.
Right. Which, like, again, if that were the vibe, like that's fine. But the vibe was like Halloween party.
Yeah.
So I, in my head, was like, we'll play the music, have the game up on the TV. Like, why not? But I also in my head was like, why don't we play like, Halloween music videos? Like, let's play the Look What You Made Me Do video. Like, let's play like fucking Monster Mash. Like, I don't know, like something, anything
to get
anything, so I can sip this one single Bud Light and like, I don't know, enjoy the time. And it just was not the vibe. And everybody started leaving. I was home in bed by like 1 o'clock.
Damn.
The worst. It was the worst. And
was any Barstool people there? Or was it just?
It was
like
only
Fights'
it was
like
only
friends?
Barstool people. It was only no, there was like a couple of one of Fights' friends was there. Like John Rich's girlfriend was there. Hubs and his girlfriend, Tommy, Nate, Nick Hamilton, Stefan. Like that's literally it. That's like the whole list.
None of them were dressed up.
No, Tommy wore Minnie Mouse ears, and that was it.
I am shocked by Stefan.
Yeah, loser.
He was like ready to rage. Like he had the best energy out of everybody.
Of course he did.
Because
Like,
I was like, we were hanging out, we were talking. Honestly, when they got there, I was like, all right, maybe we turn it around. Here we go. No, then they left. Then they were like, all right, guys, we gotta go. Like they had something better. They had something better to do. I was like,
damn.
Okay. And I was never going to discuss this horrible party. And then John talked about it every single fucking day. So I'm now not feeling bad. It was, in fact, the worst Halloween party I've ever been to.
Wow.
And it just, I don't know. It was just not
Damn, John.
it. Like, it was not the vibe.
Damn.
It's 5 vampires. Like, something
hilarious.
happened. But the decorations looked amazing.
Oh, I'm sure.
I just wanted more
matters.
credit for that. He didn't mention once that I was the one that was hungover and did all the decorating and
Damn.
still bad vibes. So I just wanted credit for that.
Yeah.
But then Saturday made up for it for sure.
That's
So,
good.
yeah, I don't know. All in all, I think Halloween is a good time. And I think that I'm going to keep celebrating Halloween well into my 40s, 50s,
Yeah,
60s.
totally.
I don't know. Maybe I'll tone down. Maybe I would like to find a costume that I like am every year, like as an old lady. Like, you know how like, oh, you always dress up as one thing. Like, oh, there's the like the witch or like there's the whatever. I would
My
like to find a
brother's
costume
friend
like that.
always dresses up as Papa Smurf. Every
Yeah, like
single
something
year,
like that.
and he paints his whole face blue, and it's
hilarious.
absolutely hilarious.
It's hilarious.
It
like,
makes me
that's
laugh
funny.
every time.
I
It
want
just
something
never
like
gets
that.
old. Yeah.
I want something like that. I saw I don't even know who made it. Somebody on the social team, I think, made a video talking to kids at some college, and a girl painted herself all red. Who did it? Who was that?
Connor.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Hannah.
Connor.
Yeah. I was like, someone I know. Connor made the video and talked to a girl that painted her whole body red,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
like, it looked awesome. I was like, she
Yeah.
was amazing. How does that not like get off? Like, how does it not come off her body? Like, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to one night a year paint my whole fucking body
I love
and just like
a
figure
good
it out.
theme. Like
Me too.
I won best school spirit.
Oh,
my senior year
yes,
as my senior
bitch.
superlative because
Love that.
anytime there was a theme,
Yeah.
I was always decked out, like
course.
to the nines, whatever. Like I didn't really care if people thought I was crazy
No,
for
I'm
it.
the same. I'm the
And like
same.
school games and stuff, I was
Yeah.
always like in theme. So I think Halloween is like my one time a year to like be in theme.
Be in theme. 100%.
I love a good themed party.
I'm a big theme girl as well.
Yeah, if the theme is costume, I'm wearing a costume.
That's like you know what I like? I think I might like a theme more than Halloween, only because Halloween is so broad. It's like I need to be
Yeah.
12 like I want to
I
be
need
so
to
many
be
different
told.
I
things.
get that.
I like to be told what
I
to
like
do.
I love a themed party, but
Yeah.
like they're harder to do when you're like not in college. Like, when you're
It's true.
outside of college,
You
it's
do it
hard
at, you
to
know
be
what
like,
you do at bachelor parties. Every fucking time you do a
Oh,
theme at a bachelor
really?
party. I did 12 themes this year. 12
Yeah.
so many.
But I don't wanna do,
Bratz
like-
theme, New York
Oh,
Housewives.
that's fun. Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
80s, 90s, like
Yeah.
Britney Spears theme. Like that's all the shit that I did in like with
Oh, yeah,
just
the
the
Britney
month of
Spears
July.
was fun.
You know, that was fun
Yeah.
as fuck. But like those things, the only time you ever do
Or
them
like
now,
a
I
birthday
feel.
party. You could do like a
Theme
themed
birthday
birthday
party.
Yeah.
I told you about my party I'm having next year, right?
Oh,
Did I
yeah,
tell you
your
about
New
this?
York-
My New York themed
yeah.
party.
Yeah.
That's
I want to
do
do a Black Eyed Peas theme party.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I told you
I'm gonna
we
come
need
in
to-
with humps, like
Yeah,
straight
no,
up.
exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be in a bee costume.
And
Yeah.
people
Perfect.
could be beans. They could be whatever they want. Like
Right.
they
It'd be
could take or
amazing.
peas. I mean, but
Yeah,
yeah, we
yeah,
only
yeah.
listen to the full Black Eyed Peas discography.
Of course.
Yeah, because
Which
they have
is
so many
which
hits.
is a perfect discography,
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
opinion.
That's all you need.
Oh my
So
God.
maybe my birthday this year.
We need to
That's
start
perfect.
doing date parties again. Like
Yeah.
when we were in
Right? Like bring a
sororities.
date and like, you know, whatever.
I want to
Yeah.
do that.
Like Mai Tai party. Did you guys ever do the Mai
Yeah.
Tais?
No, we didn't, but
No.
like I like that idea.
I like the ones where you're like, oh, I'm money and she's bunny.
Oh,
You
the
know what I
rriming
mean?
ones.
Yeah,
Have
the
you
rhyming.
seen those on TikTok?
No.
Yeah,
what's
that's like a big
this?
thing
It's
on
like
TikTok now.
Rhyme
It's
with
like a
no
couple
reason.
thing. Yeah,
And it's
rhyme
just
with no
it's like
reason.
me and Gia are dates, and it's like I would be money and she would be like honey and be like a pot of
Yeah,
honey,
yeah.
and it's like
Oh, maybe I did see
Yeah, and
this.
then
She's
it's like, I'm USA.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's
like
slay all
Paraguay.
day.
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's like you and your date just rhyme with each other.
Yeah, it's very funny.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and people.
I like that. That's
it's
silly.
been very viral on TikTok, or at least
I
on
feel
my
like I've
For-
maybe
our
seen
For You
that
page.
in terms of Halloween, but I
Yeah.
don't think I realized it was like rhyme for no reason. It was like whatever
Yeah.
ones I saw were
Yeah,
made
it's very
sense.
funny, and I want to do it so bad, but it's like
I just miss date
For
parties.
what?
do it.
Yeah.
Like I like people telling me what theme to dress
no,
up for.
I
sure.
don't miss date parties at all.
Date parties were awkward.
They
I,
were
I always felt
awkward,
great
and
about
I
it.
never had a date.
I'm pretty much I'm pretty sure
Oh.
I never went with a date. Like I think
No, I
I
just
had a
bring my
boyfriend like
girlfriend.
one
like have
time.
like a
Yeah.
friend, like
Totally.
either a guy friend or like a friend of a guy friend. You know,
Totally,
like
totally.
Oh, I just brought my girlfriends that weren't in my sorority.
Oh, that's
That was
no,
my
we
game.
didn't-
See, I didn't.
No
Oh,
way.
really?
Oh no, we were cliquey with our sororities.
I
We were
didn't have
never
any
hanging
friends outside of my sorority.
Oh,
Any
yeah.
girlfriends
See?
at least. So
Most
had
of my
some, but,
girlfriends
like-
weren't in my sorority.
Yeah.
So I would just be like, "Come on, girls,"
We
and we
had-
would just do that with each other.
We
Yeah.
had girls that were like that, and I now looking back, I'm like, those were the smart girls who just were like friends with everybody, not
Yeah,
like
no.
you know segregating based on your sorority. But that's like what we did.
Oh,
We were all
yeah.
like, oh, you're not a Kappa Delta, fuck you. Like forget it.
obviously,
Ew,
and-
Zeta,
That's kinda
drop dead.
That's kind of
Like,
how me and my friends
Yeah.
were. I mean, there was 14
so
of us, so it's
dumb.
like we
Yeah.
had like that's
oh,
a
we
big
had no
friend
excuse.
group.
There
That's
was
all
like
you
50
need.
fucking people, like
Yeah.
maybe more, maybe 100. I don't
Oh,
even know
I
how many
know.
people. We had
Oh, and
so
like
many
the
people. We had
sorority,
no
yeah, there was
excuse.
there was
Yeah.
so many of us, but we were never. I was like I don't like not even like our senior year. I would say we were like kind of close with like some Kyo girls, but like that's like
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
Like we're like all right, like they can come. Like
They're
we don't
like
really
okay,
want, yeah,
but
like, they're
you know, not for
fine.
everything.
Yeah.
But
They're
no,
good
no.
for the mix.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
By our senior year, we got over that. But like I
Yeah.
would say sophomore year was the most aggressive. Like
You're like-
KD versus everybody. Like we were just like, no, we're the best.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It was insane. The sororities are insane. Like it's just fucking ridiculous. I know we've talked about sororities, right? I
Yeah.
forget. I feel like I always work that into every conversation. But
Yeah, because we're sisters.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You forgot. But yeah, it's fucking crazy. Theme parties are great. I feel like we've been talking for a while, huh?
Like an hour.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Just an
Time
hour of
flies when
ramble.
you're having fun.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Hour of ramble. This is maybe the title of this episode. Instead of it being Halloween, it can just be like worst week ever. And we'll just a disclaimer, like we will be bitching on this show.
Yeah.
You know, we
It's
will be
bitchin'.
complaining. This is a bitch hour, but also some Halloween, also some fun, also some Taylor Swift, which is
There's always just.
it's all
I
great.
feel like on this show we should just have like our designated 10-minute Taylor Swift segment.
I like that.
where
actually.
we just say our
We
thoughts.
just do updates on Taylor. Yeah, updates. Whether she's doing anything or not. We just like because we're always thinking about her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always thinking about her.
Well,
Always
and right
thinking
now
her
she's
doing.
Right now she's doing a lot.
Yeah.
She is doing a lot, and she's gonna be doing a lot for a while. Like
Yeah.
she's gonna be.
Do you think she's gonna? Last thing. Do you think she's gonna release all of her re-recordings before the tour? People are.
I feel like she's
there's
got it,
murmurs of
right?
That.
I feel like she has to. When's the
Yeah.
first one? Is it January? Did I make that up?
First what?
I think it's
no,
March.
No,
March.
it's like March. Yeah.
Sorry, first concert.
So people think that she's gonna just drop them all.
She's got to.
I feel like she has
She's
to.
gotta.
Yeah.
Well, everybody only says like the holdup is just shake it off 1989. People say that. People say it's some kind of like some sort of discrepancy that's happening there. Have you heard
really?
this?
No.
Yeah, apparently it's Shake It Off on 1989 is what's holding up that album, and she's wanting to
No one
release
gives a
them in
fuck
order.
about Shake It
That's
Off.
what I
Just
said. I
release
was
it
like,
without
girl,
it.
no.
we'll get it.
We'll
Like
get it when we get it.
we'll
like,
get it when we get it. I want
Yeah.
blank space. Like I
Yeah,
need
right?
clean.
I want
like,
out of the woods.
Yeah,
I need
exactly.
clean.
I need clean.
Yeah.
And I
Like,
need it now.
I need new romantics. Yeah. And I need it now. That's also how I feel.
Wait,
like
Wait,
I fucking
I was
need some
listening
clean.
to it this morning.
Like of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I was listening to
think
Happiness.
I am finally
Oh God.
through.
Yeah,
I
I'm in my
I forgot that you
I'm in my
existed. It's like,
champagne
how,
problems
how
era.
embarrassing is this? Like I
Oh, I
love her.
love
I
that.
forgot you existed.
Yeah.
Damn. But I
Yeah.
was listening to Reputation.
I'm in my
I kept.
breathe
I had
era
Don't Blame
and
Me on
my
repeat.
champagne problems era.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is really depressing.
No, it's some good
But it
shit.
makes me feel good.
You know what else was stuck in my head when I
And
just like
sad.
woke up? Again, we're just more Taylor talk. We're what was stuck in my head when I woke up this morning was from the let's see, I gotta find it. I gotta look at it with my eyeballs to know. Was 1989. What was it? It was How You Get the Girl. Why? Not
Oh,
sure.
that's a
I
great
love the
one.
song, but I woke up with it in my head, and I was like, "This." I haven't listened to the song in
I love that
a
song.
million years. So
Yeah,
I don't
need
know.
to like
Stand
go.
there on
I
the
forgot.
porch.
Not that I forgot, but like I've been so Folklore Evermore for like literally the past
Same.
like 2 years
Since they came out. Since it
yes,
came out.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like I need to start like diving back. She
Mhm.
sent me like a sad Taylor Swift playlist,
Yeah.
and I was like, I forgot
reaches.
how good
It goes
Breathe
far.
is. Like,
Yes.
Come In With the Rain.
Oh.
Like those
Oh,
songs
Come
are
In With the
so good. So yeah, I just need
They
to
Other
really
side of the
are.
door.
yeah, other side of the door is so good.
Oh God, so
Face
fucking
of
good. No, I'm with you on that. I've been neglecting everything else because of Folklore and Evermore, but I've like been dipping my toe back in. First of all, Lover album I'm obsessed with. I always am loving the Lover
I
album.
know.
love the Lover album,
But-
and it did
Ugh,
not get
I'm not
the.
in my Lover era.
No, none of us are.
None
in
of
a
us
Lover
are,
era.
Yeah,
but
we
that's
listen
true.
to it as like a yearning situation. But
Yeah.
at least I do. You know, I'm like, oh, soon,
I'm manifesting.
soon it'll be nice to have a friend. Like, fuck, you know.
Paper ring. I'm making myself
Exactly.
the paper ring.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
literally.
marry you with paper rings. You is to be determined. Like I don't know
Anyone
who you
out
are,
there?
but
Your name.
anyone of you.
Yeah.
Just like wrap
Fill
up a
in
little.
here.
Yeah. Wrap up a little bit of a, like a what are those things called?
Tinfoil?
Starburst wrapper and just
Oh,
like get it
yeah.
on me. Did you
Or,
guys
like,
do that
bread
shit?
twist?
Where
No.
you like where you would fold up the Starburst wrappers and like. And they were kind of chevron shaped, and you could like piece them together.
No.
Oh my God! Wow, we'll have to
Oh
show
wait,
you.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Get me a bag of Starburst. I'm sure there's one floating around. Halloween
I'm sure
just happened.
Francesca had one like that somewhere.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, Fran,
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, you
I feel
like
she
fold
had
it up
one
a
of,
certain
like
way.
a wallet,
Yeah.
a wallet.
I had,
Totally. You
like
can-
the wallets, but I didn't realize
it's like
we could just
crochet
make 'em.
basically,
Yeah.
but with fucking Starburst things.
Crochet Starburst.
That's when I think of paper ring. That's what I envision. Anyway, yeah, no, it's certainly not my Lover era, but wishing,
Who knows when it will be.
manifesting. But yeah, I dip back into Reputation. I've been doing that. That's like my first step backwards, and
I need to get into
gets
my
me going.
Reputation era.
it gets me going. There are some good sad ones on there too. Like
New
more
Year's
than
Day.
you think. New Year's Day is a great
No,
Love.
I can't.
That's a
listen to
great
that
one.
song.
No, I can't.
Love
Too fragile.
New
Too
Year's
fragile at the
Day.
moment. Too fragile at the moment.
I'm too
You'll get
fragile
there.
for any of her love songs.
No, you can't have it.
Yeah,
You can't have it.
Yeah.
You got It's got to be the sad shit only,
Yeah,
which is
I'm in my sad Taylor
arguably the
era.
best. Yeah,
yeah.
arguably the best.
Happiness is a good one to listen to.
Oh.
Happiness will rip you apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one reminds me of my high school ex.
Oh, sometimes it's nice to dig into like old exes' feelings.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not. Like sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, this reminds me of that situation. Only when I've grown past it. Does that make sense? Like
Me and my
when I
friend
don't
were
care
just
about it
talking
anymore, I'm
about
like,
this.
oh, huh, memories.
Aw,
Yeah.
remember when I used to
Interesting.
feel like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to be so sad
There's
about that.
so many like certain Taylor Swift songs that I associate with like certain boys,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
like it's funny to think back now when I hear it. I'm like, I cannot believe that I used to like scream this about like blah blah blah.
course, yeah.
And it just like makes me want to like give my old self like a big hug.
Yeah, just a sweet like, oh, don't please.
Yeah.
Like what a
Right,
fucking
it's on the
joke.
deep,
Like,
like,
stop
girl.
listening to Back to December.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you're
no,
okay.
no.
I used to literally
Back to December is
blast
not
that
about your
song
high
my
school
freshman-
boyfriend.
Literally,
Yeah,
my
like
freshman
not
year of
even
high school,
close.
Yeah.
God, like
Yeah.
please.
So now whenever I hear it, I always just like laugh because I'm
No.
like, ugh,
Mm-mm.
15-year-old Gia is
I sometimes
really
try
going through
to
it.
totally. I sometimes try to like reassign the songs. Like I'll
Yeah.
listen to them again. I'll be like, all right, let me apply this to a situation happening in my life. I have a really hard time doing it with the early albums. Like
Yeah.
Speak Now is pretty good. I can still assign some better
Yeah,
better
'cause
than
it's, like,
Revenge. You know what I
it's-
mean? But
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
hard to assign some of the love songs. 'Cause I think that they're a little
Like
juvenile,
childish.
a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
because
yeah,
she was
yeah.
young. She
Yes,
was young.
exactly.
Yeah.
And in my head, I just have all those. I have all
They're,
those
like,
people
sweet and,
already.
like, so
yeah.
like naive.
within
in
I
a
have all
way.
those thoughts like
Benefits.
already in
Yeah.
there, and it's hard to get them out. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
hard to push those people out. They
That'll be
stay.
such a good re-record too.
They stay.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I'm so fucking excited about. I'm so fucking excited about Speak Now. I love Dear John.
Oh.
Dear John, like might be
Yeah.
my favorite. Dear John better than Revenge. What's another good one on there? Story of Us.
Story of Us is
Those
a
are
great
like
one.
my Mean on that
one?
Enchanted.
Yeah.
I love
Mean
Mean.
is such a good
I'm gonna
one.
go
love
nuts
Mean.
for Mean.
Yeah.
Like that was another one I went nuts for. Anytime somebody
Yeah.
was like slightly disrespectful towards me, I was like,
Yeah.
carving their name into wood, screaming Mean.
I
You know what
tweeted lyrics to Mean.
Always.
When,
I
like,
definitely
high
made them like
school.
my Facebook status. Like
Yeah.
the Facebook status was the
Yeah.
thing for a while.
Also,
and-
Speak Now is one of my favorite
Yeah.
Taylor Swift songs. Period. Just like that song.
Yeah,
No,
Long
same.
Live is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole album is so good.
So good.
Oh God, I'm so
know.
excited.
I know. Fuck. Okay. Ooh, we'll talk about this all day long. Let's get excited. We'll save the rest of our thoughts for our next,
Yes.
Taylor 10 minutes. and
Taylor 10.
and yeah, the Taylor 10. Love that. And all right, so we will see you guys next week. Next week, again, not sure what I want the topic to be yet. I haven't even looked at the voicemail thing. I'm thinking maybe I've been neglecting it. I need to go in there and check some voicemails out. So if you are, again, wanting to leave some voicemails, maybe we'll do, if there's enough in there, maybe we'll do an all voicemail episode. That would be fun and exciting and different. So if you want to do that, 551-258-3436. Wow, memories. I love when I memorize a number. Anyway, okay. Call, hang out, DM me, do whatever you want. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for being patient, waiting for this episode this week. And we'll see you next week.